Good morning. This is Marla Dalton, Executive Director and CEO of the National Foundation for Infectious Diseases, or NFID. Joining me today is NFID Medical Director, Dr. William Schaffner. This edition of the Schaffner Report will address tips for safely navigating outdoor spaces in a COVID-19 environment. Bill, thank you so much for being here to provide guidance and wisdom as always. Summer is normally a time to enjoy the great outdoors. Across the U.S., communities are beginning to open up again, and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, has issued recommendations for opening summer camps, athletic programs, parks, and recreational facilities. But due to COVID-19, there may be risks associated with going to parks, beaches, pools, or other crowded places. So, Bill, can you tell us what individuals can and should be doing to reduce their risk and ensure they can enjoy summer fun without contracting COVID-19?
Well, Marla, we hope that everybody can have fun this summer out of doors. And saying out of doors means that obviously the risk out of doors is lower than it is when we're in enclosed spaces. So that starts out and is a good thing. But we cannot forget social distancing, the importance of wearing masks and such. So how do we translate these general recommendations to day-to-day activities? For example, if we go to the beach, what should we do? Well, when we get to the beach, I'm assuming now we have a family in a car, as we get out in the parking lot, let's put on our masks, because it turns out parking lots are hazardous. They can be the most congested place actually at the beach. So put on your masks there, take all your gear, go to the beach, and be distant from others, at least 6 feet. Now, most people will take their masks off when they're at the beach, and certainly while they're swimming. And the question always comes up, should children wear masks? Well, the very, very young ones cannot. As you get older, and each parent will have to make their own decision, some of those children can wear masks also. And you can have fun at the beach, but be a good parent. Young children frequently gather together. This is true at pools also. So make sure that if your child is with someone else, the other child is not ill, for example, doesn't have a fever, is not a snotty-nosed kid, as we like to say in medicine. It's a fancy medical term. And if you're at the pool, keep an eye on the kiddie pool. That's where little ones tend to congregate, and you may just have to ask your child to hold back and wait until there are fewer children in the pool. Good to have conversations about all this before you go to the pool or to the beach. Speaking of the pool, you'd like to have the pool chairs around the pool kind of spread apart so you're not as close together as we used to be. So bear those things in mind. Keep your distance, wear your mask going to and from the beach and the pool, but while you're there, have a good time and try not to congregate.
Great. What about touching shared objects like the pool handrails or if tennis balls, golf tees, etc.? Is that okay?
Well, it is okay. In fact, it's often necessary. And fortunately, the CDC has reminded us that the inanimate environment, those handrails and the golf tees and tennis balls, probably don't play a major role in transmission. But there are a lot of meticulous people out there. And my suggestion is two. Number one, you may want to bring some wipes along and use the wipes on occasion. The other thing is lots of good hand hygiene, because the intermediary between the tennis ball and your nose is, of course, your hands. And so if you do lots of good hand hygiene, that could minimize that risk.
Great. The question that is on many people's minds is, what about using public restrooms? Is that okay? And are there any special precautions that should be taken besides the wipes and the hand washing?
Well, around the pool and at the beaches, you have public restrooms, you have outdoor restaurants, and the like. these are places where people congregate. It's not the inanimate environment so much, it's the congregation of people. So when you go to the restroom, when you go to the restaurant, wear those masks. Try not to stand next to someone. Keep your social distancing while you're waiting in line to get your hot dogs. And then, sure, go to the tables and look around and try to park your family at some distance from other folks who are out there also enjoying their lunch.
Great. So it sounds like it is safe to dine out at an outdoor restaurant if the tables are 6 feet apart and the server wears a mask. Are gloves necessary?
Oh, I wouldn't wear gloves, no. Once again, I rely on hand hygiene.
Perfect. So I guess the question that really comes to mind is, are there certain activities or places that are less risky than others? For example, is going to a pool riskier than hiking on a trail, or playing baseball less of a risk than playing tennis?
Well, certainly individual sports that keep you separate from other people, such as playing tennis or going on hikes, as long as you're not with a large group, those things are safer than congregating with others. Beach volleyball is kind of somewhere in the middle, right? People are close together, but not too close together. I've been asked that question. Here's something to be mindful of. Even if you're going hiking, check the trailhead. That's where everybody parks their cars and where congestion can occur. And people seem to forget that you have to be careful at that place. I know of one trailhead in Oregon that had to be closed because the congestion was so intense at the parking lot at the beginning of the hiking trail that they couldn't control the environment. The rangers had to close the hiking trail. We don't want that to happen.
Absolutely. So I really appreciate your time, Bill. I guess before we head out, is there any other advice you'd like to offer for safe summer fun?
Don't forget the sunscreen. There are old-time hazards that still are with us, but I think we can reduce the risk of COVID by being mindful. Wear those masks in most circumstances, and for sure, try to avoid crowds. Remember the 6-foot rule.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day and stay safe and enjoy the summer.
All the same to you.